Why, hello, hello. This book that Billy is obsessed with says that over and over. Here's another what sold. Let's go over what sold July 27th through August 2nd in my reselling business, and sales are recuperating. Yay! We are into August now, and August is a much better month historically than July. I'm also just now getting in the rhythm of listing more, which has helped, and eBay has resuscitated. So let's go over what sold. Total of $1,212 in sales, 27 cents. Last week, I think I sold around 800. So a pretty substantial increase. And really, I would like to see this number get to 2,000 within the next couple weeks. Total earnings, so this is what was deposited into my bank account. Doesn't include cost of goods. Everything includes fees and shipping. $908.42. And then this is what I took home at the end of the day, which is a really healthy number, $704.53, because my average gross profit's really healthy. This is exactly where I want it to be, about $20 per item. So happy. 33 sold items with an average sales price of $36.74, which that's a good gross profit margin. I think it's probably because a lot of the things I sold this week were from the bins. So I'm really happy with that. I mean, I would like to see this be around 40, but really all I really care about is what my gross profit is, and it's around 20. So that's good, because usually I have about a 50 to 60% gross profit margin. So compared to last week, I have 0 Mercari sales. So that's somewhat disappointing, but Mercari has been literally just crickets all summer, so not too surprised. Poshmark still healthy, 678, and then eBay really stepped up this week. The last couple weeks, it's just been completely dead. So I think because I'm starting to list more, things are starting to sell more, and also just the seasonality of reselling, people are starting to buy for fall now. So it's showing up on my eBay sale is $534.27. All right, well, let's get into what sold. We're going to start the week on July 27th, in which I had a $0 sales day. So I was able to accomplish this even with a $0 sales day, so that's pretty good. Imagine what it would be if I didn't have a $0 sales day. So we're actually going to move into July 28th already. And we'll start out with this sale. This is like my favorite bread and butter sale. My favorite type, Athleta. Love Athleta. In fact, I'm like daydream about just selling Athleta sometimes because I just enjoy selling it so much. This is the Canopy Parachute Jacket. I purchased this at Goodwill for $14.99. I actually didn't even gross $20 on this, but it sold in 2 days, super fast. And I had it listed for $59, and it sold to a Poshmark VA offer to Liker for $41 plus discounted shipping, and that gave me a gross profit of $15.79. And like I said, yeah, it sold 2 days after I listed it. So yeah, Goodwill's just price things up high here, and for Athleta, I'm willing to pay up just because it sells fast, reliably, and I still make 16 bucks. Goodwill wants to eat into my gross profit margins, and that's okay, I guess. Yeah, let me do my Poshmark VA shtick, and if you've heard it a million times, skip ahead. But if you haven't heard me talk about Poshmark VA, you really need to try it out. You get 2 weeks free, so just try it out for 2 weeks and see if you like it. Poshmark VA is the software I use in my business, and it sends out all my offers for me. I have my settings set that it sends it 1 minute after your automatic OTL. 1 minute after someone likes something, they get a 30% off offer with discounted shipping. And then I also, like I'm doing right now, send out bulk offers on my entire closet. I do this about once a week, you know, when I'm paying attention. 40% off. And then I just exclude things that I've listed in the last 30 days because, you know, those things probably can sell for 30% off. And if not, they can wait 30 days to sell for 40, hopefully. And then it can do a bunch of other things, like it shares my closet for me. There's also a lot of other options on here, like little things that you can do. So highly recommend it. You get 2 weeks free, and if you use my code MOGIBETH, you also get 20% off your first month. And it's only 25 bucks a month, so you'll get, your first month will be 20 bucks a month. And it just generates so many sales for me that it's going to pay for itself, I think, pretty quickly. Okay, so for whatever reason, we're still on the 28th. I actually had a really good sales day on the 28th, $290 in sales on the 28th. And, oh, I think I ran a sale on Poshmark, like I'm doing right now, that day. But I had a couple sales on eBay, so let's jump into that. Here is a piece that, this is a type of item I will no longer be picking up, but it only took 28 days to sell, but it only sold for $10 plus discounted shipping, which is why I'm no longer picking it up. And it's a Torrid eyelet top. It's from 2023, so it's a recent piece. It's cute, but it's just a top, and it's just not substantial enough for me to want to pick it up anymore. So yeah, it sold $10 with shipping. Because I got it at the bins, I still grossed $7.60. So it wasn't horrible, but I'm being much more selective with Torrid moving forward. I've just, in the past, because it does sell reliably, been willing to pick up less substantial items. But now I'm just getting into the mode where I don't really want to pick up things that are only going to make me $7 or $8. If I ever get low on inventory, though, that would probably be like the first thing I'd be willing to pick up, just because at least it makes me some money reliably. Okay, here is a really good bins find, Tailor Stitch. Love Tailor Stitch. Let me find the tag in case you were unfamiliar. This is a really good menswear brand. This is their après zip hoodie, and it's actually extra small, size 36. So, you know, small men's sizes can still sell. I had it listed for $65 and it sold for $45.50 plus discounted and plus shipping, sorry, which gave me a gross profit of $33.18. So a great sale, a great profit. A lot of the Tailor Stitch pieces have this kind of print. You can't really see it here very well, but it's like a city planning print on the interior. So it's cool. I really like this brand. Okay, another brand I really love selling, Icebreaker. This, though, I was really on the fence as to whether to pick this up at the bins or not, because it's used underwear, but it's wool underwear, and it's Icebreaker underwear, and I found 4 of them at the bins. These all retail for like $20 to $30 a piece. No, $40 a piece. So, you know, it's not a surprise that someone purchased it super fast for $30. I had it listed for $50, and then someone sent me an offer for $25, and I countered at $30, and they accepted it. So, you know, my cost of goods on this was like 96 cents, and my gross profit was $23.04. So, and sold after 2 days. So I would definitely pick this up again. I'm glad it sold on Poshmark, because technically you're not supposed to sell used underwear on eBay, and you can't sell it on Mercari either. So it sold really fast on Poshmark. Happy about that. I would definitely, now I know, to pick this up again if I ever come across it. I actually have another one that I picked up. It's just one more. I was going to do a lot of 5, but it had like a stain on it, and it wasn't like, you know, a weird stain. It was a normal stain, I guess. And I just didn't want to include something with a flaw, because all these other ones were flawless. So I just put it in my loss. Actually, you know what? I think I took it to Goodwill already. Okay, well, next time I see this at the bins, I'll pick it up. But yeah, if you come across Icebreaker underwear, they retail for a lot and sells fast. This is something I've had for quite a while. So all of those things, the Tailor Stitch hoodie I had for 42 days, all of the things we've covered so far sold pretty fast, 42 days being the longest. But now we're in, this is the first one that's taken forever. So this is Hudson Amelia cutoff knee shorts. I was so excited when I received an offer on these. They are new at tag. They had some faint staining on the back. Got these in liquidation. I used to source things via liquidation, which I'm very glad I don't do anymore. Spent $5.96 on these in liquidation. I hadn't listed, I'd lowered the price, lowered to $35. Someone sent me an offer for $25, which I accepted, which gave me a profit of $14.04 and took 867 days to sell. So size 25, Hudson jeans, which is not, you know, I don't pick up Hudson. But it was new at tag, and, you know, it was sold at Revolve, so, and probably Shopbop and all the rest. So, yeah, I'm just very happy that those sold. This was actually something that I found in my inventory audit. This is a really good brand to know in case you don't know it. Cult Gaia. It's got a little gold bar right there. That's the tag on this one. And I got this in liquidation. I got it a long time ago, but it was in my inventory and wasn't listed. So when I did my inventory audit a year ago, when I moved into this office space, I came across it and I was like, oh, I need to get this listed. So I listed it for $125 and it sold Poshmark VA automated offer to liker for $87 plus discounted shipping, which gave me a gross profit of $61.58. So really great sale, really cute piece. I had like several of these that I got in liquidation and I sold all the rest too. So this I've sold before, and so it's pretty easy to list and I was happy to get it sold. Okay, this is a brand I'm only going to pick up at the bins moving forward. It's Bryn Walker. I picked up a couple pieces at Goodwill just to test it out, and I'm not thrilled with how it performed. I'm sure there are certain pieces I would be willing to pick up at Goodwill, especially more substantial pieces, but Bryn Walker is something that I'm going to be much more cautious about picking up in the future. This was a 100% linen blazer jacket, so it's a pretty substantial piece in a size large, so you'd think it would perform pretty well, but it kind of just sat. I mean, it sold after 116 days, but the reason it sold is because I took a more than 50% off offer. I purchased it for $12.99 at Goodwill, listed it for $49, and then I received an offer for $23, which we're at the end of summer, and it's 100% linen white blazer, so I just went ahead and accepted it, which gave me a gross profit of $5.41, so not great. I guess it did have a flaw, like a really minor flaw, but yeah, I wouldn't pay $12.99 for this again. I think I'm just gonna, you know, for my sanity, keep Bryn Walker as a bins only brand for me. Next is a piece. I have like several more of these that I got in liquidation. I got like 20 of them in liquidation, and the brand is Found, which I wouldn't recommend picking up, but this is new with tag, really soft tie-dye sweatshirt. If you want one, send me an offer. I have them listed for $25, and someone accepted my 40% off offer for $15 plus discounted shipping, which gave me a gross profit of $5.13 because I got this in liquidation, and it took 758 days to sell. So yeah, I have a few more of these if you want one, but grateful for whoever purchased this one. It is very soft. This one is another liquidation piece. Why was this so expensive? Or maybe I got this on online arbitrage. I don't know. My cost of goods was $16, which doesn't sound like liquidation. I don't know where this came from. But I've had it for 845 days. So when I received a 50% off offer, I accepted it. I had it listed at $70. Someone sent me an offer for $35, and I've had it so long, I just accepted it. And they gave me a gross profit of $12. So not ideal, but not bad. I mean, it had, I guess, some staining along the hem. I don't know where I got this. Okay, Haley Page Occasions is actually, if you are into selling formal wear, it's not a bad brand. I've sold pieces for much more than $35, but formal wear just in general takes a long time to sell typically. So especially bridesmaids dresses, and that's what this pretty much is. So yeah, I'm kind of, I think the formal wear pieces I like picking up now, less bridesmaids, more wedding guest, if that makes sense. Yeah, bridesmaids dresses are just kind of hard because it has to be a certain color, certain size, and if it's used pre-owned, it almost is always dirty. So that's kind of my new strategy. This I've also had for a very long time, so I was happy it moved in my 40% off offers that I sent out last weekend. And it's this Cabby Crossroads utility jacket. This is a brand I no longer pick up, Cabby. I think I've sold quite a bit of Cabby in my life, in my reselling life. Oh yeah, see, you know, I've had my fair go at Cabby, but I have no more. That was my last Cabby piece, and maybe if I found a really substantial piece, like there's always exceptions to the rule. Like I just picked up an American Apparel sweater at the bins recently, which there will be a bins haul coming up where I'll show that. And there's always exceptions to my I'm no longer picking this brand up rule. That's probably the case with Cabby, but pieces like this I definitely pass on now. But I picked it up at the bins, 623 days to go for $1, had it listed for $28, sold for $16 with discount shipping, so I still made about $10 on it, $9.78. So not bad. Okay, are we moving on to the next day? Oh no, we already did. So we've been into this the 29th for like a few items now. I'm thinking about, obviously right now I sort how I go through what I show y'all by the date, but I was thinking about going from like worst to best in the next one. So let me know in the comments down below if you think that would be more interesting. So my one eBay sale on the 29th was this bundle. I guess underwear bundles are just selling. There's a category you didn't know you needed. But this is a new with tag one. It's not used, so I can sell it on eBay. And my friend bought these and then no longer wanted them, so gave them to me because I couldn't return them. And so I listed this bundle of 2 for $39, and it sold, I guess, full price. Yeah, $39 plus shipping. That's great. And I didn't have a cost of goods, so that helped with, you know, my gross profit margins and so forth. So my gross on this was $33.90, which is actually really good because these was retailed for $48. So yeah, very happy about that. And then this was a really good sale too. This was my last one on the 29th. It was a pair of Fry Addison buckle boots. Really nice pair of boots. And they are size 7. I had them listed for $200. They sold for $140. They did take a little while to sell, 588 days, but my gross profit on these was $100.17. So that's great. So I got them for $9.81 in liquidation. So moving on to the 30th. This was a really good bins sale. I picked this up at the bins for $1.20. I listed it for $45 and it sold to a Poshmark VA automated offer to liker for $31 with discounted shipping, which gave me a gross profit of $21.58. There you go. That's exactly what we're looking for, and some people would definitely pass on this type of piece, but it is a really cute tartan plaid ruffle blouse and from winter 2020, so fairly recent. So really happy about this sale. And as you'll notice, especially like, let's go into the next sale, these booties, definitely fall inventory selling, you know, boots, plaid, jackets. We're definitely seeing, you know, a shift, and people are starting to buy things for when the weather cools down. It's not cooling down yet. I think there's like heat waves all across the country, but people are they're planning for, maybe they're fantasizing about everything cooling down. Okay, so on the 30th, my second Poshmark sale was this 2 boots on the 30th. This pair of Madewell booties. I just purchased these. When I got home with these, I was like, I'm not going to make 20 bucks on these after taking comps. But I just went ahead and listed them anyway, and I'm glad I did. They sold in 4 days. I paid $14.99 for these at Goodwill, and I listed them for $45, just like this shirt. For $45, sold Poshmark Bay automated offer to liker for $31 plus discounted shipping. However, because Goodwill charged me so much for these, my gross profit on these was only $7.79. But yeah, they sold after 4 days. And this one sold after 47 days, so actually that's not too bad either. Okay, here we go. Athleta again. These sold for less, but I got these at the bins. So printed, I would say if a good rule of thumb for Athleta is like printed, or really most athletic wear, printed stuff does worse than solid color stuff, but these still performed pretty well. I got them at the bins for $1.20, and I had them listed for $38, and then I received an offer for $18.50, which I just went ahead and accepted, and they sold after 45 days, so about a month and a half, and gave me a gross profit of $14.48. So I would definitely pick these up again. It didn't hit my target gross profit goal, but again, I'm willing to bite the bullet when it comes to Athleta. I love selling Athleta, and it performed pretty well. This took 933 days to sell. I got it in liquidation. It's really beautiful lace trim cami from Vince. This is a type of piece I really do enjoy selling, but I probably had it listed too high for a long time. I guess I had it listed for 40, and then it sold. Someone sent me an offer for $26.01 plus shipping, which came out to $30 exactly, which I accepted. And so it gave me a gross profit of $15.70. Really, really pretty, but yeah, I would pick this up at the bins for sure, but I wouldn't pay up for something like this. But I got it in liquidation for $362, so that's not too bad. Okay, I thought this was going to sell for more, but it didn't. And I had it listed for 40, and I received an offer for 20, and I was just like, I'm just going to go ahead and accept it, because we're in Move It August. Remember when in March, my whole motto was Move It March. I'm in Move It August. I'm just not, especially things I buy at the bins. I'm just trying to see them move. So I got this at the bins for 95 cents, had it listed for 40, accepted an offer for 20, and made a gross profit of $15.05 after 17 days. I really like selling UGG robes. I'll continue to pick up things like this, even though it didn't hit my target. I think it could have if I waited around for a $25 offer. Eventually, especially getting into colder months, would have sold for 28, but I was happy and willing to accept the lower profit faster. Okay, this is the type of piece I will not be picking up in the future. It's Urban Outfitters. I just really don't pick up Urban Outfitters to sell anymore. I'll take it to the Crossroads. But I picked it up at the bins 620 days ago for 85 cents. And I had lowered the price to 19, and I accepted an offer of, or someone accepted my offer of $15.40 plus discounted shipping. So it made me $12.19 in profit. So it's not horrible, but yeah, I'm really glad it sold. We're in summer, and I want to see this kind of inventory move, especially things have been sitting around for 620 days, but I will not pick it up again. This I got in liquidation. I really wanted it to sell for more. I had it listed, I think, around $200 at one point, because it retails for a lot. I don't know, I forget how much. But I lowered the price recently to $150, I guess. And I received an offer on eBay for $70 plus $9.99 shipping, which I accepted because I've had it for 843 days. And so I made a gross profit of $50.15, which is great. But yeah, I was hoping to make more from this piece because some new tag, Ted Baker, suits and so forth can sell for a lot of money. I've sold things for over $100 before, but I've had it for so long that the market was telling me that it wasn't going to sell for over 100, so I was happy to accept that offer. Okay, this was a brand that I came across at Goodwill, and I looked up comps. Comps, there weren't a ton, but they looked pretty good, so I went ahead and gambled, picked it up. This is a brand that's sold on places like Revolve and Shopbop. Wisely, I guess, WSLY. And this is a popular style by this brand. It's the Rivington Rib Tank Dress, except for this color, I don't think was produced very recently. But oh look, it says Wave Blue, and I didn't have that in the title. Anyway, it's a rib tank dress. And let's just look at the brand tag. I don't know if I'd pick this up again because it took 211 days to sell. I would pick it up at the bins. I probably would pass at a regular Goodwill, but I only paid $7.99 for it, so it's not too bad. I had it listed for $45, and I sold for $30 plus $6.99 shipping, and gave me a gross profit of $14.43. So not bad. I'm really happy it sold. It was one of those pieces that I listed it, didn't sell. And I'm like, oh no, did I pick a lemon? But no. I mean, every time you pick up something, especially if it's not from one of your tried and true brands, you can feel like that. But I'm really happy that it did sell. And yeah, I'm not running to look for this brand in the future, but I'd probably pick it up at the bins. So that's everything that sold in July. Now we're moving on to August. This was my first sale of the month. Actually, it was the only sale on August 1st. And I have several of these. New Attack Super Down Trina halter neck shift dress. It is very cute. I have it listed for $35, and I received an offer for $28, which I accepted. This particular liquidation palette was very expensive, so my gross profit was only $2.63, and it took 1,149 days to sell. And I still have several more of these. So I probably need to lower the price, even though if I lower the price, I'm essentially not making a profit. But I'm going to lose money. But I just need to move these. I've had them for so long. And then I woke up the next morning. The second August 2nd was a great day. I had almost $400 in sales. So I woke up to an offer, and this was maybe one of my most favorite sales, even though I think I lost money on this. A bundle of 4 things. But these 4 things are like some of the cheapest items in my closet. And there's some of the things I was just like the most worried were not going to sell. So I'm really, really happy that they did. First is this pair of Catherine Malandrino slouched ankle booties. They have a couple flaws. But they are, you know, from liquidation, so they've never, I don't think, been worn. So anyway, this was the first item in a bundle of 4 things. The second was this pair of Vince Camuto Ginsea wedge heels. This is actually something that I discovered in my audit that wasn't listed, and I had it listed for 15 and took 209 days to sell. And this was a pair of Blondo booties that similar. These were all from the same shoe palette from like a long time ago. These took 1,338 days to sell. And then the last item in the bundle was this Free People sweater, which is really cute, but it had this stain on the cuff. So anyways, this whole bundle sold for $35. And actually, I am going to almost definitely have to buy a heavier shipping label. So I think in total it's saying I made $1.14 from the whole bundle. But I'm probably going to lose money because I have to buy that heavier label. But I'm just so happy that it sold because, yeah, I had one pair of shoes, 1,335 days, another pair, 1,380 days, 38 days. I had this sweater for 570 days, and they're all pieces that I was just kind of, you know, trying to discount as much as possible. And so happy. Sometimes just selling your oldest inventory feels even better than losing money on it than selling things for a good profit. But speaking of selling these for a good profit, this is a really good Bolo brand to know. I don't think I went over on this channel because I kind of just bought this at Goodwill on a random trip. But the brand is Alder. Comment down below if you know this brand. I, for whatever reason, was unaware of this brand. It's sold at places like Madewell. It's a very trendy brand and highly sought after, apparently. This is a pair of new with tag. This is kind of their signature, most popular pant called the Open Air Pant. And I listed these for $78 and they sold to a Posh VA automated offer to like her for $54 plus discounted shipping after only 3 days. So definitely a brand to know and one I'll be on the lookout for moving forward. Let me just show you the brand tag again. It's got this colorful alder. It's cute logo. Okay, and then I sold another bundle. I sent a 50% off offer on this bundle. It was this Lululemon Breeze By long sleeve that I got the bins for $1.05. It ended up selling in the bundle for $17.23, and it made me $12.73 after 72 days. The real reason I was so happy to sell this bundle is that I've had this pair of Girlfriend Collective leggings for so long. It was one of the oldest pieces in my inventory, 1,486 days. The only reason it didn't sell is because it's extra small. Because I've sold this exact piece in larger size and other sizes, like, you know, many times over since having this one. But this one, yeah, I got in liquidation a long time ago. And yeah, it was new without tags. And it ended up selling in this bundle for $14.77, and I made $5.82 from it. So happy. That whole bundle sold for $32. So yeah, really happy. This is something that I picked up recently, but I was happy to move it because it's a swimsuit. Basically, I'm accepting any offers on swimsuits right now. Even though, you know, swimsuits will sell, especially around Christmas time because people are going on vacation. So they'll sell all year round, but you know, this is when they sell best. Had it listed for $38 and received an offer for $20, which I accepted. And that made me, I got it at Goodwill for $7.99, so it made me about an $8 profit, and sold after 89 days. I don't think I'd pick this up again. I think I'm just gonna really swear off bikini separates across the board. I don't. This one was new with tag, Billabong, and I checked comps. It looked like it did well, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pick up bikini separates anymore. It's just maybe at the bins if it's really, really good brand, but that's about it. This was an experiment, and you know, I wouldn't do it again, I guess, unless I found it at the bins. But this was it's like kind of a Speedo, men's Speedo type swimsuit, and the brand is 2 Eros. I think this could actually perform better, but I had it listed for 60 days. I had it listed for 39, and when I received an offer for 15, I just jumped at it and accepted it. I got it at Goodwill for $7.99, so my gross profit was only about $4. But I just really, again, wanted to move it because we're at the end of summer. But, you know, maybe if I listed this in March, I would have sold it for more. It definitely had like a good amount of interest on a bunch of different platforms, so it was an interesting little experiment. That didn't go like super well, but was still not bad. Okay, I love this next piece that sold over on eBay. I was ecstatic to find this at Goodwill. One of my favorite finds, if not my favorite, all-time favorite find of the summer. It is this beautiful Johnny Was kimono that's embroidered. So beautiful. Johnny Was, size large, great size. I actually found 2 embroidered kimonos at the same time, and one sold, I think, for $130 or maybe it was $100, I don't remember. And then this one sold for $150 plus shipping. I paid $7.99 for this at Goodwill. Such a score. And so my gross profit was $123.73, and it sold after only 30 days. The other one sold like in 2 days. So I was actually surprised this took a little bit longer to sell, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, I love this piece. Johnny Was, one of my favorite brands of all time to sell. And then Anthropologie Sleeping on Snow kimono cardigan. This actually sold to the same person. So it's someone who's like really likes kimonos, which is great. This is a one-size-fits-all piece. I got this at the bins for $1.27, and it sold for $25 plus discount or plus shipping, and that gave me a gross profit of $23.10. So yeah, I picked this up again. It's a good sale. I think a little bit older piece, Anthropologie piece, but I'm just really enjoying selling Anthropologie right now. So it took only 16 days to sell. Really good flip. Perfect. And another really good flip to end off the video is one of my new favorite bread and butter brands, Packed. This brand, y'all, is selling really well, especially in larger sizes and more substantial pieces like this one. This is a corduroy wide leg cropped pant in a size extra, extra large. I listed it for $32 and it sold for full price on eBay in 3 days, and it gave me a gross profit of $19.18, which is right about where I want to be. So, and what I told you, I paid $7.99 at Goodwill for it. I don't think I told you that. Couldn't perform any better. Full price, 3 days, $20. Excellent. I love this brand. It seems like every time I pick it up, it sells really well. So, okay, y'all, that is the video. Thanks so much for watching. I really had a lot of sales that I was excited about this past week. A really good average sales price, great average gross profit, and hopefully we see this similar type of performance going into August, and it just hopefully keeps getting better and better. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna keep listing and keep trying to stay consistent. But before I go, if you're still watching, I'm going to continue these what sold videos through August, but then I am going to reevaluate whether I want to keep doing this. So let me know in the comments down below if you want me to keep doing this type of format, or if you prefer the ship with me type format, or what. So what kind of video do you want to see on a weekly basis on this channel? This is just really easy for me to do, so that's one of the reasons I like doing it. But you know, if y'all don't like it, I'll do something else. Okay. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, love y'all. Bye!